This is our first grammar lesson, okay? Grammar lesson number 1, obviously, I put date here. Every time in class, you should really get into the habit of dating your notes, whether it's from my class, Mr. Capilli's class, Ms. Muller's class. Date your notes. It helps you stay organized, keeps you on track. So date your notes, whether it's on a video lesson or a lesson in class. What we're going to do today, we're going to go over the parts of speech. This stuff I know you guys learned last year, Mrs. Zuckerman, Ms. Carew, Ms. Stefano. It's a review. I want to make sure we understand this because I'm going to go on to other things this year that you may have not learned. And you cannot learn that without understanding what you did last year. So what we're going to do today, right now rather, is just a quick review of the 8 parts of speech. Okay? PACVIN. Write this really, really big in your notebooks. If you can remember PACVIN, you'll always remember the 8 parts of speech. When we have our first grammar test, that's the first question. Name the 8 parts of speech. I put a 2 in the P and a 2 in the A. And the reason I did that is because there are 2 P words and 2 A. Pronoun, preposition, adjective, adverb, conjunction, verb, interjections, and nouns. Okay? Here I also gave you the definitions for the parts of speech. You should know this. If not, stop the video, write them down in your notebooks. All right? Pronoun is used in place of a noun. The preposition shows a relationship to a noun or a pronoun that comes after it. Adjectives and adverbs modify or modifiers. Adjectives modify nouns and pronouns. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Conjunction. Think of fanboys. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, sometimes so. Verbs. They're action verbs, linking verbs, they're verbs of being, or helping verbs. Interjection. They express an emotion. No really grammatical relation to the rest of the sentence. Like, wow, this is really cool. Wow would be the interjection. Nouns, name, person, place, or thing. Nouns have several functions. There are 7 of them. A noun can be a subject, direct object, indirect object, object of the preposition, a positive, direct address, or a predicate noun. If you have no clue or no idea what these things are, if you don't know the difference between an indirect object or a direct object, don't worry about it. You will. Okay? But right now I want you to understand that there are 7 functions of a noun. Okay? And we'll get into that. I'll explain what they are. When we start dissecting sentences and I give you a sentence and you're going to say, okay, well, that's a noun. Say the sentence was, the boys ate pizza for lunch. And I say, okay, what's pizza? You're going to tell me pizza is a noun. Well, yeah, technically you're correct. But what's that noun's job? Okay, pizza is it's a noun, but it's one of these. You have to be more specific. All right? We'll get more into this in depth right now. I just want you to have these things in your notebook so that when class tomorrow, we can go over them. We'll review. I'll answer any of your questions. There are many, many more steps we have to follow. In order to understand and appreciate grammar, I equate it to building a house. You need a good foundation. Without the foundation, okay, that you learned last year, that I'm going to spend a week or 2 on, you cannot continue to build your house of grammar. Because if you don't have a good foundation, the house of grammar will crumble and fall on you, okay? And it can be real messy. So understand the 8 parts of speech right now. Again, I will explain all this as we move on, all right? But that's it for now, all right? To be continued.